Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Zach Lesage here. We're going to be covering over a deck profile and gameplay video, and that's going to be on Arceus VSTAR with the Dark package. So this is a deck similar to what we saw Ian Robb win the Indianapolis Regionals with, and it's been well represented. This deck's going to be using Arceus VSTAR to accelerate energies to other Arceus VSTAR and other Pokemon. Got a Hoopa V in here for good measure, because it could be both Dark and Psychic type. Very good against Mew and Rapid Strike Urshifu. And of course, Baby Galarian Moltres has been rocking our format in a lot of decks. Putting one of those in here too. So in this video, I will be covering over what this deck does, what my list looks like, all that great stuff in our Brilliant Stars format. If you haven't already, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and check out the description if there's anything else that you're looking for. I mean, if you're looking for a discount on some PTCGO codes, if you're looking for some physical cards from Atlas TCG, or if you're trying to book a Pokemon coaching session with me. Let me know in the comments what type of videos you want to see, and let's jump into the deck profile. You are now watching Zach Lesage, the best place to learn about competitive Pokemon TCG. Let's get it! So this is what we got going on for the deck. We're going to go with an Arceus core, and I mean, we're either using Trinity Charge, or we're going to be using Trinity Nova to accelerate energies onto Arceus V, V-Star, or we have Hoopa V if we are facing against a matchup where Hoopa V and its two-face ability could be advantageous. So if we want to be Psychic and Dark type, which I mean, in this case, it's going to work as Psychic or Dark type if we're playing against a deck that's weak to Psychic or a deck that's weak to Dark. Hoopa V is a very good target for something like Trinity Charge or Trinity Nova. Starbirth allows us to search out key pieces, what we're looking for. Maybe we're going to be looking for like a double turbo energy so that we're able to get off a Trinity Charge, or maybe we're going to try to get off, you know what I'm saying? Like, we could grab anything out of this deck. We have a lot of functions similar to a Dark Toolbox deck, so that we could search things out with Shady Dealings, and we also have another Shady Dealings that can grab you too. We can grab anything that we really want. So if we want to get a Klara because we discarded a Galarian Moltres and a couple energies, we could get off a Malevolent Charge and go Fiery Wrath during the late game. So we have ways to search out the things that we want. We have a different bit of attackers between straight up Arceus, Dark type attackers, and of course, we have a couple techs here in case we do run into a Rapid Strike deck or any kind of fighting deck. I think any kind of fighting deck is more why we're playing Dunsparce nowadays. Rapid Strike Urshifu doesn't seem to be seeing that much play. That could change. That's why we currently do not have Manaphy. We also have Hoopa V to deal with that matchup, which might cause them to not necessarily bring it up. Zigzagoon also allows us to go add some damage to Trinity Nova to make it 210. 210 minus 20 equals 190, 190 plus 30 equals 220, and then we could go bosses, orders, or just knock out pretty much any V Pokemon. So lots of cool things that we can do with this deck, but cool things are only so cool when they sound cool. The list is in the description. You can copy and paste that right into PTCGO or PTCG Live. Let's jump into some gameplay, see exactly what this deck can do. Alright, so we won the coin flip. Yo, let's go. We do want to be able to go first with this deck. So let's see what we can get. We got Arceus, we got an Energy, we have access to Level Ball, we have access to Arceus VSTAR. Jeez, it's pardon my my voice is a little raspy. I'm still getting over COVID. It's one of those things where we're gonna push through and we're gonna create content, make the best of everything. Let's see exactly what's going on here. Totally would love to take an extra card as well. So we're playing against some kind of Arceus deck. That's cool. I don't think they're going to be able to attack us or anything else like that. I think I just want to go ahead, grab a Sobble here, look through what we got going on here. Lots of Dark Energies prize. That's a whoa. That's a yikes. Probably the biggest thing that we got to watch out for here is just the Dark Energies being prized. Let's go ahead and grab this. There's no reason for us not to put another Arceus down. And Arceus really just thrives off attaching an energy on the first turn. This is a classic Arceus turn. If you ever had the opportunity to attach the Dark Energy first, the only reason why I'm saying that is because double turbo energies are more hard to come behind. Your opponent will just play like a Fan of Waves randomly or something. Like, I know it just sounds crazy. Play towards the situation of the deck that you're playing. I'm playing against a deck that can kind of play anything. Oh, they missed. I think we're about to absolutely eat this game. If we grab a double turbo energy and a choice belt, we might, this might be a little bit risky, but we'll see exactly what we can get here. Yeah, they're just gonna concede because we got off this quick start before them. We'll take that dub. Typical Arceus things. All right, so we're gonna call it coin flip. We lost the coin flip. So compared to the other game, we do want to be able to go first. I don't think our opponent's gonna let us go first here. It'd have to be like we're playing against a Rapid Strike deck or something like that where we go first. Let's try to make the best of it. When it comes to something like this, I almost want to start with the Sobble so I'm able to get off Keep Calling. There is an opportunity where we can just get off a Trinity Charge or something like that. I'm not sure what our opponent's going to play. Since we don't have the energy, I don't want to leave Sobble out here vulnerable. I think I'd rather have Arceus. It's a little bit more stable as a meat shield of a Pokemon. That's all I could really ever go down and explain it as. Let's see what our opponent's going to flip up here. Sometimes it's just not going to necessarily be the greatest. It looks like we're playing against a Whimsicott deck, or we could be playing against any kind of Arceus variants. Those are typically the two decks that are going to be running Bidoof, Bibarel line the best. If our opponent just goes Quick Pass, it just goes back into our favor. However, our start here is not amazing by any means. They're discarding another Bidoof. Must have a lot of other good cards in their hands. Yeah, playing against some kind of Arceus variant. Still can't tell what we're playing against. That's going to determine if we're going to put things down like Hoopa or anything else like that. As long as we're able to get an energy and they are not able to get an energy, we can just take the game back into our favor. Yeah, and they missed their energy. We also missed our energy. So we have to get powered up in one turn next turn. But that's completely fine. Let's just go here for Sobble. When it comes down to it, I do not think that they are playing anything that is weak to Psychic or Dark. So I am going to pitch this Hoopa away. I think that's our best case scenario. And we're going to search for another Sobble here. So that we have access to double Drizziles for next turn. And you can see that we have access to the double Turbo Energy. We have access to... We actually don't have access to Energy Switch, which is going to be terrible for us. Oh, we do have Energy Switch in our hand. Never mind. It's no longer terrible for us. We have access to Galarian Moltres. We could Malevolent Charge, grab a Dark Energy, double Turbo Energy. We have ways to make things happen for next turn, so let's go ahead and attempt to make that happen. Nothing else necessary. I mean, you could see our starts not being great, but it is what it is. And the reason why I'm choosing cards like Hoopa to put down is because you can see we could always get them back with Klara, Pal Pad, whatever. They are playing Arceus Gengar. Interesting. So we likely will not be seeing an attack off from our opponent. We will likely be able to get off the first attack, which is going to be huge. Things to note in this matchup is that Fear and Panic is their big attack. Fear and Panic is definitely going to try to slow us down from putting down our 2 prize card Pokemon or our Arceus Vs. We don't really want to be putting down too many of those. Now, we'll see if our opponent has any kind of random way to attack. It's not like... I don't think that they do. But we'll just kind of watch this out. Arcamere can be very difficult. Again, it's probably the biggest reason why I try to stay away from these decks. Because you just don't necessarily have a crazy huge advantage. Cloud Stadium's completely fine with me. I feel like that's almost counter-productive for this particular matchup. Let's see what they get off the Bibarel. Yeah, I think we're just chilling here. So how are we going to play this out next turn? I think we go Drizzile for an Evolution Incense that allows us to get a double Turbo Energy and a Moltres. We could use this to grab an energy, depending on whatever we need. We might just go for a Research play first. I think I like that the most. So if I go Drizzile here, actually we do need to get the energy first. So let's go ahead here and go Drizzile, search for Evolution Incense because we can't use Ultra Ball and that would just be too many resources. Let's go Evolution Incense, search our deck for the Arceus VSTAR. Now we do need to get off our pieces, which would be double Turbo Energy and Dark. So that means we actually have to go through all of our pieces here first, and we don't have the luxury of using our V-Star ability afterwards, the research, which would have been super nice, but let's get it. Let's see what we could go getting on here. There's Drizzile. You can see our setup's a lot nicer than our opponent's right now, and we will make this all happen this one magical turn. So we are going to go Drizzile, search our deck for a Quick Ball. Quick Ball going to go ahead and discard the Klara that's going to get us the Galarian Moltres. So the only way that we could search for a Dark Energy or any energies is going to be from our Starbirth ability. We're going to go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and grab the energies right there. So now we have the double turbo energy and we have the dark. Let's go double turbo there. Let's go malevolent charge, attaching the energy. We can now go energy switch to move the energy there. So we got fully powered up in one go, even though that we'd started turn one, no energies at all. And now we could play research, continue on with our regularly scheduled turn. Best case here is just putting down another Arceus so we could power that up and we should be okay. Good to roll here. Let's go ahead here and yeah, we're just gonna go Trinity Nova. Boom. We're gonna two-shot this Pokemon. We should be pretty chillin'. We're probably not gonna use the water energy in this matchup as far as I'm concerned. Maybe we could just keep it in the deck anyways. There's no advantage for us to have it. We have no way to search it out anyways except for a Raihan, so I'm okay with it. So our setups here is getting better. It's just coming about how do we plan to knock out our opponent's Pokemon. We get an attack off, they knock us out. We get an attack off, they likely knock us out. We get an attack off. I think we just like eventually win the game by going knockout, knockout, knockouts. I could be wrong, but we'll have to see what our opponent's able to do here. The fact that did they just attach the dark energy to Gengar V? Maybe they have a Cheren's Care? I mean, you can expect anything in these Arceus decks, right? Because they could just search out things freely. Maybe not with the Barrel build, and they've already used their V-Star ability, but it's slightly confusing. Maybe they're not playing Cheren's first. It's just, I don't know what they're trying to do here. There's a potential other 2 prize card Pokemon. I mean, eventually I'd like to attack with Galarian and Moltres at the end. That's why we play a little bit of a heavier Scoop Up Net count. Yeah, they're just going to concede because we got it. We take those. So as you can see, this deck plays out very similar to an Arceus Inteleon deck, with the exception that there are some Dark-type Pokemon in this deck. Out of the games that I played, I really liked the second game the most, where I was able to use Malevolent Charge, Energy Switch, get that Q play off to get my Arceus VSTAR powered up in one swift blow. Now, I didn't really get the chance to use Fiery Wrath or anything else like that, because those are attacks that, I mean, you really got to get to a late game opponent. My opponents were scooping games that we could have got to that point, but we just didn't necessarily get to that point. Same thing with Hoopa V. It's one of those things where I'm only going to be using that against a deck like Mew VMAX, maybe, or I'm going to be using that against a Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX deck, maybe. These are things that we got to consider when it comes down to it, but this is kind of like it's Arceus Inteleon with an added dark package. So if you've seen my Arceus Inteleon video, which I might update again in the future, because this deck is forever evolving and Arceus decks get better with time, it's one of those things where it is very much going to play out as an Arceus V-Star deck with a side of dark, right? Nothing extra special, but I do want to just show you what this deck can be. If you need any more assistance when it comes to this archetype or any other decks, by all means, feel free to hit me up on metafy.gg. I do offer Pokemon TCG coaching there. That's what I do full-time as my job right now. So if you do want to help support me as a content creator, or if you're trying to get better at Pokemon, by all means, feel free to pick up a session. It'd be absolutely awesome. That being said, I do gotta go create some more videos for our Brilliant Stars format. It's one of those things where I'm just trying to make sure that I can get ahead of myself while I'm not under the weather, but I'm recovering from COVID. It's one of those things where we're trying to get to it. Let's get it. But I'm doing good, everyone. We're past that. It's just, if I sound a little more nasally than I normally do, that's probably why. Have yourself a wonderful week, and I'll catch up with all y'all real soon. Peace out and have a great day. Are you trying to get better at Pokemon TCG? Well, if you are, you're in the right place. I offer coaching at metafy.gg/@ZachLasage. That link is in the description, and you pick up a coaching session from me and book it on the website. I likely have availability this week, and you can see exactly what my availability calendar is at any given time. I offer training plans to help players get ready for any of their upcoming events, including getting all the way to the World Championships, or you can pick up a one-on-one coaching session from me and learn the game at your own pace. I offer a variety of opportunities for players to get better at the game, and it's one of those things where there's a lot of players who I've turned into regional, international, and even a world champion along the way. If there's anything that shows, I have an FAQ on the website, so by all means, check it out and get better today. I'd love to help you on your Pokemon journey and be absolutely amazing to see your growth. Check out PTCGO the best place to get Pokemon TCG online codes. There's a lot of selection available, and I have a discount code available for the website as well. You could pick up any kind of cards, just going up here. You could add them to your cart in any quantity that you need to get the cards that you need.
and you can go to the discount code right over here, and you can put in code ZLASAGE5 to save 5% on your next order of codes.
I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It means the world to me. And my goal with this channel is to spread my love of the game and knowledge with our entire Pokemon TCG community. If you haven't already, help signal boost this video to other Pokemon TCG fans by liking it, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Hopefully we reach our goals really soon. Check out this recommended video, and have yourself a great day. Thanks.